Howdy, friend. Spitz here, and this is Feed Bandit, the Texas First Outdoors podcast. If you have ever spent a long time sitting very still in a deer stand or walking quietly through a creek bottom, you might have felt like something was watching you. In Texas, there is a good chance that something was a bobcat. These cats are the ultimate masters of staying hidden. They are about twice as big as a house cat, but they are all muscle and grit. They get their name from their short, bobbed tail that looks like it was cut off. Today, we are going to dive deep into the world of the Texas bobcat. We will talk about how they live, how they hunt, and why they are so respected by everyone who loves the outdoors. We will also talk about the challenge of finding them and why they are a vital part of our Texas heritage. So, pull up a chair. We have a lot of ground to cover. The bobcat is a true survivor that can live almost anywhere in our great state. You can find them in the piney woods of the east, the dry deserts of the west, and even in the brushy areas near our big cities. They have beautiful fur that is tan and brown with black spots, which helps them disappear into the shadows and the grass. One of the most famous things about them is their ears. They have little tufts of black hair on the tips that act like antennas to help them hear the smallest sounds. A bobcat can hear a mouse moving in the grass from a long way off. They are also very patient. A bobcat might sit perfectly still for an hour, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce on its dinner. They are solitary animals, which means they like to live and hunt all by themselves. Because they move mostly at night or right when the sun is coming up, seeing one in broad daylight is a real treat for any outdoorsman. My first big tip for finding bobcats is to look for their tracks. A bobcat track is round and usually about 2 inches wide. One special thing about cat tracks is that you won't see any claw marks. Cats can pull their claws in when they walk to keep them sharp and quiet. If you find a round track with 4 toe pads and no claws in soft mud near a creek, you are looking at a bobcat trail. My second tip is to look for travel corridors. Bobcats like to walk along the edges of things, like where the woods meet a field or along an old dirt road. They use these paths to move quietly between their hiding spots and their hunting grounds. My third tip is about using your ears. While bobcats are usually silent during the winter months, they can be very noisy. They make loud screams and growls that can sound a bit scary if you don't know what they are. My fourth tip is to be extremely patient. If you are hunting or just trying to take a picture of one, you have to stay downwind and be as still as a statue. They have incredible eyesight and will notice the smallest movement. If you blink too fast, they might see it and vanish back into the brush like a ghost. Hunting or observing wildlife in Texas is about more than just the harvest. It is about understanding the balance of nature. The bobcat is a top predator, which means they help keep other animal populations, like rabbits and rats, from getting too big. They are a sign of a healthy ecosystem. When we see a bobcat, we are seeing a part of Texas that hasn't changed in thousands of years. Preserving the tradition means respecting these animals and the roles they play. We teach the young ones that every animal has a purpose. We talk about the beauty of the wild and the mystery of the things we don't always see. Protecting the legacy means making sure we have wild spaces where the bobcat can roam free and hunt in peace. It is about being a good steward of the land so that the wild spirit of Texas stays strong for 100 years to come. Being an outdoorsman means having a deep connection to the land and all the creatures on it. Whether you are a hunter, a fisherman, or just someone who likes to hike, seeing a bobcat is a reminder that we share this state with some amazing animals. They represent the independence and the toughness that we value as Texians. We take pride in our wild places and the work we do to keep them that way. So next time you are out in the brush, take a second to look a little closer at the shadows. You might just see a pair of yellow eyes looking back at you. It is a moment that reminds us why we love the Texas outdoors so much. So what do you think of that? Are we right on target, or did we totally miss the boat on that one? Email us at howdy@feedbandit.com and let us know either way. And don't forget to check us out at feedbandit.com and grab some gear to show off your Texas first outdoors pride. Preserve the tradition, protect the legacy, and remember, always support your local feed store. If you're there for them, they'll be there for you when you need them the most out in the field. Stand tall, fellow Texian. We'll talk soon.